Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. And double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone that have taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit, and to include the elder bishops on down as well. All right, and this your brother Laban, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Brakatham, to the elect, you brothers out there. So let's get right into this as well. Public backlash explodes in UK as millions of citizens reject Bill Gates' digital ID plan. The British government's push for mandatory digital ID cards straight out of the World Economic Forum and Bill Gates' globalist playbook has triggered massive backlash. According to Bill Gates, citizens of Western nations must submit to the digital ID system or risk exclusion from society if a person cannot prove who they are. Can they take advantage of all of the opportunities society has to offer, wrote Gates at his Gates Note blog. And I've actually read an article about his digital ID system, which is being pushed by Tony Blair originally, that if you don't partake in his digital ID setting, then you're going to be excluded, which ties into the prophecy that we've always been telling you about. All right. And the thing of it is, we look so right now that you got top leaders in certain camps that are having to change their doctrine to be fitting what we teach, because it's looking just as well as how what we've been saying the mark of the beast to be, that it is just so. All right. And that shows you who's really got it going on with the truth and who don't. But if you don't got it going on, then it's for you to listen, man. It's for you to take heed and to teach the same thing. What did the Apostle Paul say? Which he was a man of the Lord, which he was filled with the Holy Spirit, right? Which really the Spirit was speaking through him. What did he say? He said, look, I beseech you that you all speak the same thing. All right. So if your leader, which the Bishop Nathaniel was taught as what, was spoken out there, that Elder Apostle Ha is his teacher. So if Elder Apostle Ha taught Bishop Nathaniel, then that means that IUIC should be teaching the same thing that we're teaching. All right. All of Israel should be teaching the same way that we're teaching. So anyway, let's get into this over here. This is from the gov.uk. This is an actual government site down here for the UK. And as this reads, a new digital ID scheme will help combat illegal working while making it easier for the vast majority of people to use vital government services. Digital ID will be mandatory for right-to-work checks by the end of Parliament, which that can curb away from people wrongfully using the identification which doesn't fit them and stuff like that. So that's an excuse for that. But majorly, it was an excuse due to this immigration problem, which they caused by themselves to bring this in. Okay, so this sounds just as equivalent to what the original thing is gonna be, and I'm talking about the mark of the beast. Okay, and I just knew something about that Tony Blair. I knew he was probably gonna be the one to push the mark, man. But he's pushing that digital ID thing right along with Bill Gates, because Bill Gates, this is his thing. This is what he's put a lot of money behind. It was also known as it was to do with the Bill and Melinda Gates program. It was an article that I read a while back ago, man. I might have to kind of revisit that. Or if I can't, then what I'll do is I'll see if I can find a video that I did a while back ago on this and put it in the link to the description box. And you can check it out from there. So yeah, and I want to show you this video too, because this woman even said that this digital ID setup that they're under, they have to use their ID cards. And if they don't use their ID cards, you can't buy food. So they can easily turn this digital ID, our digital ID, in like manner as well as how the Chinese got theirs set up.
In this dystopian outrage that is now all of China apparently is I once again cannot buy food. A couple days ago, my uncle and my cousin helped me get a cell phone that is linked to a Chinese bank card so that I could buy anything. But now, apparently, it has been flagged for some reason, and I have to pass facial recognition identity verification, which is insane, because all I want to do is just spend my gift card balance on this debit card.
So there you go. You know what's funny, right? I was watching a video of the brother GMS Awakening, right? Man, I forgot the brother's name. And he showed the video. It was an AI video which came from another brother, as he mentioned. And she looks exactly like her. That's why I'm mentioning it right now. But when you watch that video, which I'll put that in the link in the description box as well, you could check his video out. And the intro of his video really explains everything you need to know on how this digital thing is going to be set up. If Esau were to go forward into another 30 years, and let's just say the Lord never came back, that's exactly how the world would end up. All right. There's no better way that video could put it. Yeah. So let's read this as well. This is Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time that it is high time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. And the night is far spent and the day is at hand. And let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of the whole light. And I read this to say this, that we know we're dead set at the end because they're pushing this digital ID thing, man. And we know that the ultimate thing which is going to come to pass is that implantable device, which is going to have your digital ID, which is going to have all of your readily available information that your government can see through and check out. We're already here. All they're doing right now is they're just graduating people. They're graduating all of us for that implant. For so long, we've been calling it the mark of the beast. This is what they're preparing us for. All right. Beginning of the elder apostles and the elder bishops and the order on down in Great Millstone. We've been telling you this. And so now it's looking very well, rightly so, that it is indeed the mark of the you know what, which is going to be that implantable device. So much more now that you got guys in IUIC, top guys in IUIC that have changed things around and now in a roundabout way teaching that the implant, which will be the mark of the beast. All right. So that's how you know we got the truth. Not bragging or boasting, but it's just what it is. Somebody got to have the truth. Somebody got to be lying and somebody got to be telling the truth. This is, what is it? 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 5 now. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. And we are not of the night nor of darkness. Absolutely. Because right now we're in our night and we're in Esau's day. But we're transitioning to Esau's night in our day instead. Okay. So when our salvation comes around, that's going to be had in Jacob's trouble. And in that time, that's when the chipping is going to be had. Under a time of great emergency. So our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. It's right around the corner. I personally don't see this man going for another 5 years, 10 years. I can't see that. If I'm being honest with myself, I would say maybe Esau would be lucky if he goes for another 2 years. I would say maybe another year and a half maximum. And that's just my honest opinion. But when we're talking about 3 years, 4 years, 8 years, 5 years, I don't see that at all. So anyway, let's even get this as well. Revelations 13 and 16. And because of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And mind you this as well. Although England, the people down here in the UK have already expressed that they don't want this. Now you have over 2 million strong petitions against this digital ID plan. And it's still going through. And the reason why it's still going to go through, because guess what? Although Esau's pushing this mark on the public gradually, but you know what? This is the Most High's program. So no matter how many people petition against the Lord's program, guess what? Ain't nobody, or a large body of people, it don't matter if it's 2 million people, it don't matter if it's 10 million people, it don't matter if it's 300 million people. Not one or an amalgamated large bodies of people are going to stop the plans of the Lord. So the only thing you could do is be with it. As this reads, that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. She just said that without this ID card or this digital ID, she can't buy
China,
food.
for example. God.
That's what she said. And that's just the ID aspect of it. So just imagine when they push that mark on you. And this whole digital ID stuff goes all the way back to the Second World War, because what you had what was called the Emergency Powers Act, which goes all the way back to 1939, and they kept that thing going until I think the 60s. And if you were found looting, you would suffer death if you was found looting around that time, between 1939 to I believe until the early 60s. Then they scrapped it, and in amongst that time, you have what was called ID cards that you had to walk around with. All right, so they're bringing that thing back from a technological standpoint and graduating you to the real thing, which is going to be that chip. Once again, and that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right. So you have to, in order for you to buy and sell, especially if you own a business and you sell goods, you're going to have to get that mark. And even Richard Werner, which he used to work in Japan, and he was a banker, and he spoke about the CBDC, how the CBDC is going to be put to work. You know, in order for you to work the CBDC, as he put it, you got to have some sort of an implant to operate it. And due to CBDCs, the powers that be will be able to actually monitor what you're buying and you're selling. You know, Esau wants to create a database society where all manner of data is going in and out, and your life is being measured, microly analyzed, and also controlled fully. All because this devil wants to be like the Most High. All right? And to prevent some sort of revolution of such, people coming up against them and resulting to violence, they could prevent that too if they have everybody on lockdown. And so that's their wish. But again, it's just wishful thinking. They're only going to go so far with what they have in mind. So that's all I have to say with this. I want to give all of the praise and the glory to the Most High and His Son, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Bakah Hakwadash. And even with this, I'm going to close out. Shalom.